Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We're going to do an unboxing today of something I was not expecting to be able to do an unboxing of. Napoleon at Bay Operational Studies Group. I bought this secondhand off the Facebook Consim Marketplace, and I didn't realize it was in the shrink wrap. So that is cool. So I will mention that there's a bunch of different versions of this game that are available. There's a couple different versions from OSG, and then there's a version from Avalon Hill with an extraordinarily terrible piece of cover art on it. I think the Avalon Hill version is the second version of the game. I think the original was actually OSG. This is Napoleon's 1814 campaign in France after Leipzig. It is by some considered amongst his most brilliant campaigns. So this is we have two Chessex style dice here. Copyright on this is 1997. Game designed by Kevin Zucker, map designed by Joe Youst, counter designed by Roger McGowan, but that's not that relevant, as we'll discuss in a couple of minutes. So we have operational system standard rules. Okay. This is a 24-page rule book. This looks like this box looks a little bit small. We're going to test something. So to compare it, here's 1809. This is Kevin Zucker's game, also operational game on Napoleon's Danube campaign. And that is what I thought. This box size is not a standard wargame size box nowadays. It is actually an Avalon Hill size box. The Victory Games boxes were pretty much the same size as the Avalon Hill boxes. So we have one counter sheet with center nib counters, not exceptionally terrible looking counters, I don't think, but not really very nice looking counters either. But again, not super relevant. We'll take a look at why in a minute. And then we have exclusive rules, the Campaigns of Napoleon. Now this is the Campaigns of Napoleon 1X series. There's also a 2X and a 5X. Offhand, the 5X is Highway to the Kremlin. And there's a couple different 2X games, I think, one of which is The Habit of Victory, which I also have. So this will be my second Campaigns of Napoleon. And the difference is the scale. Quite large print on this. This is looks like about a 32-page book with extensive historical notes in the back, campaign narrative, designer's notes. Is there a bibliography? Because that'd be cool. Don't see that, but I can look for that elsewhere. I want a bibliography for this topic, actually, because I would like to find some books about it. All right, and we have, well, look at this. There's a response card. Fascinating. Wonder if they're still at that P.O. box. So we have two maps and a stuck-together sheet of displays here. Army unit manifests and stuff like that. That's what these are, displays. And there's a battle worksheet here that I'm not sure if we're going to consider relevant or not. Napoleonic Operational Level Games by Kevin Zucker. 1807, The Eagles Turn East, which I believe is still available from Clash of Arms. The Emperor Returns, I'm not sure about that. That is probably the 100 Days campaign, I would think. Yes, it is. Actually, it isn't. From June 9th to July 3rd, 1815. I believe Waterloo was on July 18th. So that's interesting. So it's the maneuvering up to that. Napoleon at Leipzig, 3rd edition. It's in its 5th edition now. 6 Days of Glory. That's always interesting to see these things. But in any case, we have this whole pad of displays, which we're also not going to monkey with. And then we have two maps. And we said that the maps were Joe Youst maps. I've always liked Joe as a map artist. These are pretty attractive maps, I think. There's two maps, and these are going to be not quite standard size because the box is a little small, but they'll be pretty close to standard size. Two maps that I'm not going to be able to set up right away. Now, the reason why it's really the map that's important because OSG just put out this Napoleon at Bay expansion kit. This essentially replaces the counters So here's the new counters. They're much nicer looking. A lot of these counters don't actually end up on the map. They end up on displays. There is only one counter sheet, and then there's a new edition of the rules and a new edition of all the displays. So really, all we really kind of needed out of this was the map, right? And we now have that, and this just walked its way in here. Be curious to see the rules themselves. It's actually a fairly nice looking package for its age. But now I have the expansion kit. I'm not sure if expansion kit's really the right terminology, because it feels like it replaces virtually the entire game except for the maps. It replaces all the displays, it replaces the rules, it replaces the counters. There's really nothing else. So 2 new rules folders, 280 counters, setups compatible with the Napoleons of the Campaigns of Napoleon operational series. Taking a quick look at the expansion, which is a decent chunk of stuff. Here's the interface kit to run it with the Library of Napoleonic Battles. We have here, French Army unit manifests. Looks like we have all the displays replicated. Now, one thing that I will tell you is that, this is what I was afraid of. There's a solution to this, of course. This material doesn't fit back in the box. I didn't realize it was going to be a slightly smaller box. That said, I think this is a really interesting campaign, and I wanted this game anyway. I'll make that work. I'll figure it out. Just a matter of maybe doing a little bit of trimming on these on the components to get everything in here. And I will, of course, need a different counter tray than I normally use. I'll need a Chessex counter tray to fit into this box, but I think I have one sitting around somewhere. So unexpected unboxings are always awesome. This is the 1997, I believe we said, right? 1997 edition of Napoleon at Bay, Napoleon's campaign in France in 1814. And again, really interesting subject matter. We took a look at the Napoleon at Bay expansion kit too. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. I think I'm poised to do more with Operational Studies Group stuff, and I'm looking forward to that. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon to get notified when new content comes out. If you'd like to support Ardwulf's Lair, there's a couple different ways to do it. One thing you can do is just share the content around on social media. That would be great. Or you can check out the Patreon in the comments below. So check those things out, and I will see you next time. Until then, happy wargaming.